Hello, it's Rich Rosen, founder and CEO of Fastcall, and I'm going to talk about dial by list and dial by SMS. So it's almost December of 2017. Not that long ago, got back from Dreamforce, and I'm looking at our Fastcall version 4.66, which is now on the App Exchange. And one of the big updates in this package is an update to dial by list, but also the addition of SMS by list. So I am looking at console, and I have a lead list view in my left pane. I have a detailed pane in the right. Console is a great interface for dial by list. The feature does work in Classic with any list view and also in Lightning. I'm just going to use console today for the demo. And we should be able to create a lead list or a list in any object, leads, contacts, accounts. I just happen to have leads. So I have my list here, and the list is created in Salesforce and either is created through the native Salesforce view here, or I can create a campaign and use that as a view. And I do all that in Salesforce. So I have a view here that we've called test, and my list is here. So I'm going to select my records in the test, which in console, I could either do here in the footer, I could select the page with all 23 records. But for the purpose of the demo, let me just grab a few. So I'm just going to take 3. So I need to make these 3 calls, and I'm going to come over here in the footer in console. Phone is in the right. In Lightning, it would be over here in the left, and then of course in Classic, it's going to be in the sidebar. So I'm going to, and I don't actually have to open the phone because the application will open that automatically, but there's a custom button, dial with Fastcall, and I'm going to start that. And what we're going to see is that, and this is what is changed in the most recent edition. So we're now generating the list in a Visualforce page. We used to do this before we did it. We just kept the native Salesforce view, and then in the last time we updated dial by list, which was really getting ready for Lightning, we were doing it in the widget, which honestly wasn't great. Um, so here we have this in a custom Visualforce page, and this is new, and we will in the next couple of weeks be adding more columns here. Right now it's just this phone number, but this will look more like a what you would expect in a view. So you'll have important columns, company name, lead contact, status, et cetera, et cetera. But I wanted to show you this, so I'm not going to wait for that update. This is available in the App Exchange, and then we can start the call as we would have before, and we're going to dial through this list. We can also send SMS. Let me just do that one since it's new, and that's going to open up the window over here to what we would generally expect for the SMS, which could be a template. Um, Here. So thank you for, we will call you back. We also have more information. So somebody just called and we missed the call. So this is a template that just says, oh, we're going to call you right back. Or these are just templates that I created. We look forward to our call and go to meeting. So well, this is a good one. So we look forward to our call and go. And this is just a template. So I could just use this template. And then if I actually wanted to, cut and paste the URL of the go to meeting, I could just do that. But, I saved myself by using the template, a little bit of typing, right? And these are let's just say it's a good example. So let's just say these are the 4 contacts that are going to be in that go to meeting. I could send the SMS and there it goes. So we just sent 4 uh, except one of the phone numbers, and it's good. So one of the phone numbers wasn't valid. So we got that message. We know that one of them didn't go through, which happens to be my fast call number. So I'm not really sure why that number is not accepting an SMS. But there you go. And we now see that each of those was shown as a recent text here in the widget. Our recent texts are here. So we've now, and of course, and just to take a look at that, so we look forward to, so that's the body of the text message that we just sent and the detail, and I can come over here This is actually also sort of new. If I just wanted to call this contact from that recent SMS, I can now do that. And if this was a call, I could SMS. So we've just added that recently. But if I wanted to just go to a link of the task, want to take a look at that, I can do that here. If I did need to delete it, I could. But here's the task that we created. So this was the record. The type was SMS. The subject says SMS, and then the result was delivered, um, and the text of the messages and comments. It may also be in notes. I'm not certain. We put that in both places. So that's that. Phone calls do actually work fairly similar. Let's see here. So I went back to leads and coming back here into Salesforce. So again, this is my list view. Capture a couple of records. Dial with Fastcall. So the button says both. So the button dial by Fastcall will bring up both the calls and the SMS. So I did that one already. So this is calls. So now in this case, what's going to happen is we're going to dial from one after the other. Of course, the SMS by list, it did send the call to, and then, so this is what you would generally expect from Fastcall. So I'm connecting. Let's go ahead and I'll answer that phone. Um, so I'm connecting the call. The only thing that's different from dialing um, one record at a time is that you do see there's an option that says dial the next record after. So let's say I finished here, I end the call. Um, so right here is now the call is actually sort of waiting. So I'm going to be taking my notes. I save my notes here. And once we close the task and dial by list, once we close the task, we're going to start dialing the next record. Oh, so I said this. And now you'll see we're starting to dial the next record, right? And again, the only difference really if I was just dialing by hand is this option. So I'm just going to do it again here. I end the call. I have as long as I need here to finish up notes. But once I close the task and pick my call result, um, it's going to start the next record. And one thing that's totally awesome, which is also somewhat new, is the voicemail drop we've moved here. So another great addition here is I can just come in and I can drop my voicemail. In that case, now I'm done because I had 3 records here. So that was totally awesome. I went record after record. I could take my time as long as I needed to until I closed the task by setting the call result. It dialed the next record. I combined voicemail drop. And that was awesome. I actually wasn't even looking to see what was going on over here in I was so productive in my list dialing, I didn't actually notice what was going on here in my Visualforce page list. And I'm curious, let's see that again. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to start my call, and I'm just going to do a little faster this time. So that's our first call. I'm going to close the task. Next one starts. So we are updating the list in real time. I wasn't certain about that. That's cool. I think that's also new. We weren't doing that before, so that's totally awesome. And of course, all these will count against our call goals, which we'd see in the dashboard, which is another video, which also new and totally awesome, but that is going to be another video. So if you do have any questions, support@fastcall.com. Sorry the video took a little longer than I'd hoped, but it's totally new, 2 new features, an update to one. We're very excited about it. So please hopefully have a chance to check it out and shoot us an email if you have any questions.